Clear love for you, you need to make time for them. You need to love them back. You need to build a relationship. Do we see it? So I think I want to go down that route. I agree with that route. We have to love.
Actually, no, one strange thing, this is like an aside.
Yes, sir.
One of the strange, it's strange that reading this passage. One of the ways this passage has been interpreted is to support gay relationships.
Yeah.
Some people have twisted, in fact, it's one of the major passages where people have used to say, look at this in the Bible. But like the question you asked, excuse me, help us to clarify that. The reason why Jonathan loved David is exactly as Mama said. Jonathan must have perceived the hand of God in the life of this boy. Do not forget that as this boy, David, came to the palace, he was physically there to see the hand of God upon David. His father goes mad when the evil spirit comes upon him. The doctors of Israel couldn't heal him. But this 17-year-old boy is able to come with just a simple heart, and the evil spirit in his father calms down. So it begins from there. So, and to the point where he was able to forfeit his right to the throne, he was the next person to be the king.
Yes, sir.
But it never mattered to Jonathan. See, and it boils down to the last thing we're talking about. One of the strangest things about love is that love does not stop. It does not end. Love cannot be, worn down. And that's why it's a short circuit today. A lot of people claim that they love actually is that they respect. Respect is reciprocal. But love will be prepared to go one way. And that's what we don't have, even among the body of Christ. It is not okay for love to demand anything in return. You cannot be demanding anything in return. It's not love. Love sacrifices itself. I mean, one of the things in the passage you read, and this is why we need the Spirit of God to really make us be like Christ, to love like Him. One of the things in that passage is that love believes all things. Even as a teacher of the Bible, I wish I would look at many commentaries, languages to try and say all things, maybe some things. So even though love sees what is not truthful, it believes it. Not because it wants to believe it, but even by so doing, it accepts the hurt so that show the foolishness of the brothers or sisters' way. And none of us can do that. If you see what is not right, you want to say, have you seen some brothers who say, oh, I'm a truth teller, I will tell you, I will give you the way you are. And rather than, yes, they're giving it the way it is, but they're actually bringing thorns into that heart they want to heal. So it's a very nuanced thing these days to talk about love and jump away and go. But that is who we are. That is the thermometer of what we are. I mean, to forgive all the time. Can you imagine that? To forgive all the time. Then when you say the flesh is weak, the body, to forgive regardless. So if we do that, the relationship will deepen in a lot of ways. I just wanted to point that out.
Thank you, sir. So moving on to chapter 19. And in fact, the whole passage, it's a good thing it's an hour that was dedicated to this. I don't even think we have enough time to read it all. Saul now urged his servants and his son Jonathan to assassinate David. This is chapter 19, verse 1. We've moved from 18 to 19. So we've seen where the love started. And it was only declared by one, Jonathan. And we see the act of love, apart from removing his cloak and everything, which was like the covenant, like the seal, like this is the evidence that I love you. He now heard from his dad that they are going to kill this man. Saul now urged his servant and his son Jonathan to assassinate David. But Jonathan, because of his strong affection for David, told him what his father was planning. Tomorrow morning, he warned him, You must find a hiding place out in the field. I'll ask my father to go there, and I'll talk to him about you. So in that occasion, he was able to persuade his dad not to kill David, and his dad agreed. No worries. Then we move quickly to, is it? Okay, I'm not sure what I have here. I've got chapter 3, but it can't be chapter 3. Maybe it's 2 Samuel chapter 3.
Maybe 2 Samuel.
Yeah. The 2 Samuel chapter 9, actually. Okay, along the way, we had a situation where this was not even persuading dad anymore. The dad was determined to kill him, and he had to tell David, run further ahead. He was using a small chap to throw the arrow and say, keep going. The arrows are still ahead of you. And eventually he said to David, listen, my dad is really determined to kill you, so just go. I acknowledge that we might never see each other again, but do this one favor for me. All those in my lineage, bless them if you can. And later on, David repaid that love. 2 Samuel chapter 4. Sorry, there was even something I wanted to see, us to see, verse 17, but hey ho, I can't get it properly. So let's run to 2 Samuel, chapter 4, verse 4.
So son.
And Jonathan,
okay, had a son that was lame of his feet. He was 5 years old when the tidings came of Saul and Jonathan, one of Jezreel.
So we established that this was the son of Jonathan. That was what that 4:4 is saying. If we move on to chapter 9, 2 Samuel chapter 9, and it's from verse 1 to 13, we will see where David said, is there no one else of Saul's family that I can bless?
One day David asked, is anyone in Saul's family still alive?
Thank you.
Anyone to whom I can show kindness for Jonathan's sake? He summoned a man named Ziba, who had been one of Saul's servants. Are you Ziba? The king asked. Yes, sir, I am Ziba, replied. The king then asked him, is anyone still alive from Saul's family? If so, I want to show God's kindness to them. Ziba replied, yes, one of Jonathan's sons is still alive. He is crippled in both feet. Where is he? The king asked. In Lo-debar. Ziba told him, at the home of Micaiah, the son of Amiel. So David sent for him and brought him from Micaiah's home. His name was Mephibosheth. He was Jonathan's son and Saul's grandson. When he came to David, he bowed low to the ground in deep respect. David said, greetings, Mephibosheth. Mephibosheth replied, I am your servant. Don't be afraid, David said. I intend to show kindness to you because of my promise to your father Jonathan, and I will give you all the property that once belonged to your grandfather Saul, and you will eat there with me at the king's table. Mephibosheth bowed respectfully and exclaimed, who is your servant that you should show such kindness to a dead dog like me? Then the king summoned Saul's servant Ziba and said, I have given your master's grandson everything that belonged to Saul and his family.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's quickly go back to 20, verse 17. Chapter 20, 17. Yes.
Now Jonathan again caused David to vow because he loved him. For he loved him as he loved his soul.
Yeah, 1 Samuel 20, 17. So I just wanted us to see that 17. So Jonathan said to David, reaffirm his vow of friendship, because Jonathan loved David. And there was this vow to one another, deep friendship, deep union, and in that 2 Samuel we see how, when it was time for David, when he was now in a position to show that love, he did it. So not only did he get his son to sit at the table with him, eating the king's food. He also ensured that the land of his father was looked after for the benefit of Mephibosheth, of the grandchild. And that was we see the love, we see sacrifice, we see truth in that passage. I also say we see caution. So that is an example of very deep love. So we've established that it's a bit difficult to deeply love everybody, but our love, I think we agree, can be improved. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, because I don't know your favorite food, for instance. At least as your friend, as your sister, as your brother, I should be able to say, if I give the Kines Folashade this guguru, she will enjoy it.
I don't like that.
Eh?
I don't like guguru.
You don't like guguru? Because I wasted my money, my time to get guguru, and she doesn't even fancy it. And she'll take it, but she won't enjoy it. So we need to know each other more. And you know something? When we are united, when we are deeply in love, it's difficult to break us. When we have a union, a love union, it's difficult for the enemy to come in and destroy us or even destroy one of us. The Yorubas use the proverb that if there is one Igbale, everybody understands Yoruba here. Broom. You can break it easily. But when it's all together, you can't even begin to think of breaking one. So when we are together and united, you can't destroy one of us. But when we are a loner, it's very easy to break us. So, who is coming to my small room later? Who wants to swap their room with me? You see, I keep going back to this room issue. It means that,
Jacuzzi. Pastor said he will swap rooms.
But seriously speaking, what things can you do? What things can I do?
For the sake of love, swap their room.
Sharing, okay?
Listen more to your mother.
Okay. Well said. What else can we do? Is there anything else as brethren?
Communicate more with one another.
Communicate more with one another. Part of communication is talk. Some of us don't want to open up.
Never listen to any gossip.
Don't listen to gossip.
Sister Shade said this. Brother Kofi said that. Evangelist said this. Did you hear? Don't let us not entertain any gossip. If you want to hear or know anything, we are all free, we are all connected to each other.
Yes.
Ask questions.
Yes.
Evangelist, how far? I hear say you talk about me. Wait till you talk.
Exactly.
You know, and you'll be able to clarify yourself, but don't let us entertain any gossip.
Amen.
Amen.
So that's all I have, unless we have a question or comment.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
We are talking about love. Love is so deep that we can't even enter in it fully, only with God Almighty. You say that when we love ourselves, some people, I said it once, some people may pretend that they love you, but that love is not deep love of God. They will show face, do sadu, eye service, but at your back they will be doing another thing. It's only God can help us. We say church. So many different people. They are in the church. Different characters. We come from a different book. But only if God love deep between us, before we can say we love ourselves as God wants us to be loved. But I think what we're supposed to be praying for is unity, because love brings unity.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have unity, you never, they say this one love me, that one don't love me. Because unity brings love together. If you love somebody, you have a relationship with that person. Not say, this person I love, this one I don't love. They can never gather unity together. We're supposed to be in unity and let love
Grow.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So let's work harder on loving one another, being united. And being able to say, even if we hear outside, the Kinesio Soya is this, and no, not the one I know. We should be able to defend each other. Instead of you joining mouth and say, yes, so, you've not seen nothing yet. So let's work on our love for one another, support, and remembering that, we ourselves are not perfect. And Christ took us the way we are, so we should be able to support others that are not perfect, or even if they are perfect, be there for them. And let us produce. When we're a growing church, it's easy for us now, we know each other. Well, if we're 1,000,001 in church, it's more difficult. Even though we are supposed to love everybody, it becomes harder. Because you don't know, it might be your church mate that you are parking. Say, you just stole my parking spot. Say, go away. I got there first. You start abusing it because you don't know each other. But if you know, this is the so I better behave myself. Okay, man, do you want the spot, man? That's not pretense. It's just that it's easier when it's somebody you love. So it's easier for you to release things and let things happen. Yes, sir.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I think sometimes there's this kind of misconception that if we love ourselves, everything will go smoothly at all times. It may not necessarily, be that. For instance, when Jesus was saying to Peter, we all know how much Jesus loved all the disciples, even Judas. When he said, "Get behind me, devil," are we saying Jesus hates Peter? No. Sometimes things happen for a reason. Like I said the other time, we all came from different backgrounds, and we are still knowing each other, understanding each other. Of course, there might be a little bit of misunderstanding, between us. But because of the love that has binded us together, will help us to resolve that problem. We are not saying problem won't come, arguments won't come up, everything will just be rosy, we won't have this, we won't have that. No. We should expect that sometimes there will be argument, there will be a bit of misunderstanding. It cannot but happen. But how we deal with it is a different matter. But when we remember, if our love is a genuine love, it will even, help us to resolve that matter, and make it big. The other I said, okay, I love Sister Bola now, and she did something. I will say, well, I will never forgive her till I die. Is that love? Is that love? So if I love her truly, I will call her, you know, this is I will be able to, you understand, explain things to each other, and at the end of the day, we will hug each other, you know, and we must give other persons the opportunity to explain themselves. And whatever they tell us, we should just, you know, accept it that, well, they are not deceiving us. But truly where the love of God abounds, we should expect all kinds of opposition, you know, infighting and everything. But as the Bible has always said, his banner over us is love. So we should base everything on that love of Christ, which is that agape love. Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Sorry, before